Guys doing? Guess what time it is? It is bonus time. It's time for your February 2025 bonus reading. That's still so hard to say, dude. That is still so hard to say. I have to consciously pay very close attention to what I'm saying when I say 2025. I swear to God, I almost say 2021 every single time. So weird. Anyway, though, what I'm doing when I do bonus readings is I'm looking for details, situations, or scenarios that, for whatever reason, did not make it in to the main monthly reading. For those of you who are in need of a personal reading, all the information is in the description of this video. Okay, I'm starting the bonuses off with the new person. This is for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Sagittarius family who just recently connected with somebody new. Let's see how it's looking. How are things looking between Sagittarius and the new person in February, universe? Three of Pentacles reversed. Some of you could be dealing with somebody at the workplace, maybe. Could be an earth sign for some of you. Okay. Ooh, could be an Aquarius for some of you. Star card reverse, though. Man, why does the Two of Swords always got to come out with the new person, man? Okay, so somebody here. I honestly can't tell who this is. I'm thinking it's you. This kind of feels like your energy. A little bit uncertain, a little bit unsure. Don't really feel the strongest connection in the world. But you do, but you don't. I don't know. I'm thinking you don't know how you feel about this. You don't really have the most positive outlook on this. Like one day you feel like you're catching feelings for this person. The next day you don't really feel a very strong connection with them. You're kind of going back and forth. You don't really know how you feel about this. Not really. You may be afraid that you jumped into this too fast. Okay, well, that's about all I got there. That's about all I got. Okay. That's all I can say about that. Could be a Cancer. Let's see what signs I have on the table here. I have Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius, and that's it. Oh, Aries. I got Aries down here too. Okay, well, let's see how they feel about you and what their intentions are. How is the new person feeling about Sagittarius? What are their true intentions? Strength reversed. Death reversed. 2A, look. I think they kind of feel the same way. Actually, honestly, this is damn near the same energy. It's not really the same cards, but it's damn near the same energy. They're a little bit worried that they may have jumped into it too fast. They don't really know how they feel. I think, honestly, though, they don't know whether or not they want to settle down with a new person or maybe reconcile with a past person. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a third energy in here. And I think that third energy is the energy of a past person. So, but I don't think that they're actively seeing the past person behind your back. I don't think it's like that. They are just still kind of tied to that person. They're still hoping to maybe one day get back with them. They don't know. They don't know whether or not they want to get back with a past person or settle down with you. They don't really know. So maybe that's why you're feeling the mixed signals. You're picking up on them. You're picking up on their energy. Okay. All right, the signs I have on the table, 2 Aries cards. Aries, Leo, Scorpio. You know it could be anybody. Those are just energies. But everybody always gets mad when I forget to call out the signs. Could be anybody. All right, okie dokie. Well, let's see how it plays out. What is the outcome? What's the outcome? 10 of Cups reversed. Hang on. I'm not speaking on that yet. That could mean one or two things. Hang on. Sun card reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, this is 2 of Wands reversed. Yeah. Now, I think you're making a decision to move on from this, honestly. Yep. There it is. I think you're deciding to move on from this. Star card reversed again. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. It just feels way too off. And that feeling isn't being alleviated. It keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And the energetic dissonance between the two of you keeps building and building and building. And I think this tells me that you're pretty much just backing away from this and making a decision to move on from this. Okay. Oh, a decision is being made. All right, well, let's get the advice on this. I personally don't think that needs advice, but just in case, let's double check and make sure. Is there any advice for Sagittarius with the new person? Is there any advice? Ooh, Queen of Cups. Listen to your heart, man. Listen to your heart, but don't waste a lot of time trying to figure your heart out with your head. I don't know why. You normally don't do that, so just to throw that out there, though, in case maybe some of you have a very heavy air or earth influence. Fire signs always follow their heart. But if you have a really heavy air or earth influence, that might kind of influence you to want to try to logically figure out what your heart's trying to say. And that's where things can get all screwed up and fucked up. But yeah, if it don't feel right, don't do it. Now, give it time. Give it time, you know. I'm not saying that as soon as you feel one funny, weird feeling that you just jump the gun on it. You know, like if you very first connect with somebody new and it feels a little bit weird, okay. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's both of us. Maybe I'm just having a bad day. Maybe you're just having a bad day. Let's see if the weird, strange, funny vibes start to subside over time. And if they don't, if that energy keeps building and building and building over time, then yeah, okay, maybe it's time to walk away. I don't see anything wrong with walking away from this. If you've been with this person longer than a month and you still ain't feeling it, still aren't 100% sure where this is going, it's time to back away from something like that. So, okay. All right, let's move on. Let's see what's due to come in next for the singles. What's due to come in next for the single Saggies? Oh shit, 10 of Wands. God damn it, I'm so sick of seeing that card. Hang on. I want to read some rainbows and unicorns, god damn it. Okay, well, the next person coming in does have some baggage. They do. They got some baggage. This is going to be one of those kinds of things that starts real quick, you know, and it's gonna happen so quick, and it's gonna pick up and start moving so quick And then that's when all the other stuff behind the scenes is going to kind of start catching up. This person has some baggage. Now, what kind of baggage? I don't know. Baby mama, baby daddy, kids, in the middle of a divorce, or is it just vibrational baggage? I don't know. Kind of feels like this person got a little bit of baggage type shit, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, we can come together and work through that shit together. We can. But yeah, this is going to start moving real quick, real fast. That's all this is telling me. All this is telling me. It's going to happen real quick. All right. Some of y'all got a Leo headed your way. I also have Aquarius and Cancer here. Let's see their true feelings, energies, and intentions. True feelings, energies, and intentions. Next person coming into Sagittarius' life. They trying to settle down with you or what? What's the dealio? Five of Wands reversed. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. This looks good. All right. Well, I tell you what. Like I said, this person got some baggage. And what they don't want is a repeat of the past. That's what they don't want. This person absolutely is ready to settle down with their life partner. Absolutely. But it's almost like they're so hung up on the past, they're more focused on what they don't want than what they do want, you know? So they do not want a bunch of drama. They do not want a bunch of childish bullshit. They do not want a bunch of emotional insecurities. Or I'm sorry, emotional immaturity. They do not want to be with somebody who's insecure. They do not want to be with a poor communicator. And why are they so focused on this? Because of all the past baggage. So that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Their intentions are good. Their intentions are solid. My concern, though, is how much energy they're putting into focusing on what they don't want. You know, there's a time and a place for that, man. You got to have balance. You got to have balance. I'm not saying don't set standards. I'm not saying don't set boundaries. But you can't obsess all day, every day over what you don't want, you know. Anyway, though, looks good. Looks good. Their intentions look good. Their energy's a little bit off, but their intentions look good. Yeah, okay. They just still got some fucking healing they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Told you they got baggage, man. And like I said, that's okay, man. We can work through that shit together. Everybody got some baggage. Everybody got some kind of baggage or unhealed trauma or emotional triggers. That's normal. You ain't gonna find a human that ain't got none of that. The question is, can we work through it together? That's the question. That's the question. All right, well, let's see how it plays out for the first month. What's the outcome for the first 30 days? Page of Cups reversed. Okay, well, so far it looks good. So things are going good. How do I say this? Things are going really good on the surface. Now, I don't mean to make that sound like there's some dystopian future headed there for you, but things are going good on the surface. But the baggage and all that stuff, that's yet to be addressed. That is yet to be addressed. Okay, but things are going good. For the first 30 days, things are going really, really good. I think you and this person honestly seem like a really good match for each other. You know, y'all are both very independent people. Okay. And believe it or not, that is one of the key ingredients to a successful relationship is independence. Now, people hear the word independence and they don't understand what that means. Independent doesn't mean alone. Okay. Independent means I don't depend on anyone. What that means is I don't need you. I choose you. I don't need you. You want to walk out that fucking door? Go ahead. I don't want you to. I would really rather you didn't. But if that's what you choose to do, I'm not going to chase after you. I shouldn't have to chase after you. If I have to chase after you, you're not my person. The universe is not a dumbass, okay? The universe didn't pick me a divine life partner that I have to fucking chase after. So if you want to walk out that door, later. That sucks. It'll hurt, but it'll heal. I'll be all right. That's independent. Independence, and especially emotional independence. Emotional independence doesn't mean alone. It means I don't need another person to be my only source of happiness. I'm happy with myself. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I am already whole, fulfilled, and complete. I don't need you for that. I don't need anything from you. I choose you. I want you. I want you because I see what we could build together, what we could fucking have together. We could fucking build an amazing empire together. That's independence. They need to quit misusing that word. People say, oh, independent this, independent that, and they're referring to somebody that just does everything by themselves. Yeah, that person is independent, but independent doesn't intrinsically mean that they are by themselves. You can have a huge group of friends and family, be friends with everybody in the whole town, married to your life partner, have a big family, and still be independent as fuck just because you don't depend on any of that. Does it make sense? Anyway, I kind of trailed off on that a little bit. My bad. Anyway, let's see. What's the advice? What is the advice? What's the advice? Advice for Sagittarius for the next person coming in. What's the advice? Hey, King of Cups, man. King of Cups. Hold up. Try not to let it turn into a sex-based connection in the beginning. Don't ignore the friendship aspect of the connection. I've been having to tell everybody that here lately. And I don't think you would. Usually you don't. But don't neglect the friendship aspect. Y'all gonna have to be friends. You know that, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you will. One of these days, when those crazy feelings from in the beginning start to wear off, y'all get real comfortable with each other. You know, you're farting in front of each other and all that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to be friends. One of the things that you see when relationships start to go downhill, right, is when all those crazy feelings from the beginning start wearing off. And we never took the time to become actual friends. So once those crazy honeymoon phase feelings start wearing off, then what do we realize? We realize I don't really like you, and you don't really like me. We don't even really like being around each other. You're not somebody I would hang out with. When we first met, you were attractive, and we both like fucking. But other than that, I wouldn't really hang out with somebody like you, and you wouldn't really hang out with somebody like me. That's when the relationship goes downhill. Other than that, this looks like you all could build something pretty successful. I think so. All right, now, let's take one more look at the person from the past. Let's see if there are any other details Sagittarius needs to hear about the person from the past. Any details? Anything I left out? Now, this is not the reading where I'm checking to see if things changed. I will be doing that. I got a couple more readings to do. We'll do that for the mid-month. If you're new to my channel, the way I do things, I do the main monthly, and I get all the situations for the main monthly, and then I do the mid-month where I check to see if things have changed. That's not what this is. This is just to see if there are any other missed details. There might end up being communication. I do think this person wants to talk to you. Death card reversed, Fool card. I think there's going to be a reconciliation attempt here. I think so. Yep. So I'm seeing communication with intentions of attempting reconciliation. With the Page of Swords, Fool card, Death reversed. You're kind of holding back, though, aren't you? You're holding back. Some of you may have been on and off with this person, and you don't want to go on and off with them again. Even if you haven't been on and off with this person, you still don't want to go on and off with them. So you're kind of holding back. You're resisting temptation, weighing out the pros and cons. You may choose to move on from this. Even if you think you want to be with them so bad, you end up reconnecting with this person, the energy feels different. I was just having to tell a client this in a personal reading today. You ever been in that situation where you're with somebody and then you part ways? And you spend the whole time thinking you want them back so bad. And then they come back. And the energy doesn't feel the same, does it? Doesn't feel the same at all. It never feels the same. Best case scenario, the anxiety is really, really high because you're wondering when it's going to happen again. But 9 times out of 10, you reconnect with a past person, the energy doesn't feel like what you thought it was going to feel like. It knocks you way off balance, way off balance. You might end up just deciding to go ahead and move on from this. Okay, so you dealt with a Taurus. I also have Leo. Leo could be a fellow Sagittarius for some of you. I also have Aries here. Okay. Well, let's see what their true intentions are. What are their true intentions? What are their true feelings? What kind of person are they in general? Do they really want to work things out with you, or are they just fucking playing with you? Let's see. Strength card reversed. Oh. Lover's card reversed. Hang on. Well. Okay. Well, okay. This is slippery. I think overall, they have 90% good intentions. I don't like this energy, though. I don't like this. But this is honestly the only negative card in the spread. But I don't like this energy. The 5 of Swords, I don't know how any other readers see it, but I see this as the sister to the 7 of Swords. Basically, what this means is I'm going to get what I want. And I don't care what I have to do to get it. Basically, defeat at all cost. I'll play dirty. I'll lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, fuck over, throw under the bus, anything, anyone I have to. I'm going to get what I want. That's what this means. Very similar to 7 of Swords energy. Very similar. It's the sister, the cousin to the 7 of Swords, whatever. You know what I'm saying. But that's the only negative card that I have here. The only really negative one, I think their intentions are pretty solid. They do think, I don't know. I don't know, man. They don't really know. There's a part of them that wants to get back with you, but they're not 100% sure. They want to reconnect with you just to see how you feel. They're curious as to what's been going on in your life. It's just like an itch. The energetic tie just feels like an itch that they can't scratch. But once, just like you, once you all reconnect, it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same. Plus, they're guarded. They got their guard up. Yeah, okay. It's probably, honestly, just going to end up turning into closure. Y'all are probably going to get unexpected closure and part ways. Probably. Okay. Some of you dealt with a Pisces, also have Cancer, Gemini, Leo, Cancer again. Okay. Well, let's get the advice here for this then. What's the advice? What's the advice for Sagittarius with the person from the past? Don't let nobody play no mind games with you. Don't let nobody make you feel like you crazy. Okay. Well, like I said, at the end of the day, follow your heart. That might be what I'll title this video. Follow your heart. Now, at the end of the day, can your heart mislead you? Yeah, it can. But you can always flip that into something positive. Because at the end of the day, I tell my personal clients this all the time. If you really don't understand in your heart why you should stay away from somebody, you're better off repeating the cycle over and over and over until you actually learn the lesson. Okay? You're much better off. You see this situation play itself out all the time. Okay? Client comes to a reader. Client is dealing with somebody who anybody could tell you is a toxic piece of shit they don't need to be dealing with at all. Reader tells the client, this is a toxic piece of shit you don't need to be dealing with at all. But the client doesn't really understand it, but they trust the reader. Well, this reader seems like somebody that knows what they're talking about. I don't think they would mislead me. So I'm just going to cross my fingers and do what the reader tells me. Well, guess what? That client is going to repeat the exact same cycle with the next person that comes in because they didn't fucking learn nothing. They didn't learn nothing. My job as a reader is not to just simply answer your questions. That doesn't help you. I know there's lots of readers out there who will do that, right? But they ain't helping you. That helps you about as much as your friend that sits next to you in class and gives you the answers to the test. That's what a lot of readers do. Does that help you? No. It'll give you a Band-Aid, a quick fix there for the moment. But what are you going to do the next time you run into a problem like that? If you don't learn how to solve it, you're going to run into the same fucking problem over and over and over again. You're better off repeating a cycle than blindly taking advice that you don't understand. So that's why I say follow your heart. If your heart tells you to get back with them, get back with them. Does that mean that it's going to be rainbows and unicorns? No. But at least you will end up with more wisdom on the other side of this than you would have. And ultimately end up becoming the person you came to Earth to become. We don't come to Earth to have a fucking walk through the park and a Merry fucking Christmas. That's not why we come to Earth. If you want to play a game like that, there are countless other dimensions and densities and realms and planets where you can play games like that. And you probably already have. Millions of times. That's not why we come to Earth. We come to Earth to grow fast. Really fast. It's not that you can't grow and evolve on other planets and other dimensions. It's just not as fast as you grow here. How do you grow quickly? Through challenges and obstacles. I'm not saying I like it. I fucking hate this place. This is my first time here. Once I'm done with my job, later, I ain't coming back to this shithole. But that's this game. It's a bitch. So, follow your heart. If your heart tells you to get back with them, do it. But if it don't feel right, if it feels funny, listen to that feeling, okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.